everyone, this is Danielle from Blank Canvas. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video, which is the second segment in my Carnival Evolution series. And this week's video is going to be about what happened after the masquerade ball. So after the Europeans and the free colors, which is African and European mix, they had their balls. The slaves began to mimic what they were doing, and they had their version of masquerade balls as well. It would have been to mimic what they were doing by creating masks as well. And during that time, it was from like Camboulet into stick fighting. And so there was a lot of unrest and a lot of unease among the slaves, and they were starting to get more riled up about being in slavery, just a general tension amongst the slaves. So a lot of their masks would have been to downplay what they considered to be the evils in authority. And one of those masks would have been the dragon mask. So I'm going to show you my version of a dragon mask today in a way that's going to be considered a little, I want to bring some beauty to the mask, because the mask really was supposed to be representative of evil. And I want to bring some beauty to the mask, but still show a lot of the dragon elements. And I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and stay tuned to see exactly how I get this done. So I've already put on my foundation, my concealer, my powders, and I've already done my brows. And now I'm just going to put on the outer corner of my eyes 2 pieces of tape so I get a nice sharp line. So when I put the tape, I put it from the outer corner to the edge of my eyebrow. The first color that I'm going to go in with is called Iridessa, and this is from Ambrosia Cosmetics. For the inner corner, I'm going to go in with another one from Ambrosia, and this is called Isis. I'm going to use this deep green for the crease, and this is from Femme, and it's called Avocado. Now we need a matte black, and I'm going to use this Leishi pigment number 44, which is just matte black, to deepen up the outer edge of the eye. Now I want the eyes, the blackness, to have a bit of a swoop on the outer edge to really make it look dark and intense. So I'm going to use my liquid liner from Jordana to do that. I'm so using that really as a guide. Then I'm going to go in with the pigment over it. And take off the tape now. A nice black eyeliner. I'm going to tight line and put it in my waterline. Underneath the eyes on the lower lash line, I'm going to use Humid by MAC. For the cheeks, I'm going in with a bright red, and this is Bonfire from Sleek in their Blush by 3 in Flame. I want that nice and diffused though, so I'm using a stippling brush to do it. I want the lips are really deeply fine red, so I'm going to go with a black liner around the edges, and then fill in with this lipstick from my Mark Wins kit, which is just a nice rosy red. Okay, I do need to put in some mascara. So the basic face has already been done, but I need to get some texture for the dragon scale. So I'm going to use some drops of clear strip eyelash adhesive to put all around this area here. I'm gonna let that dry for a few minutes, and when that dries it will dry clear, but you will still get a little texture. So one side the glue has dried almost completely, this side it's still drying, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do now so that you can actually see. Scale like a small angled brush and Humid. Then on top of the ones that have dried, I'm going to go back in with the Isis pigment from Ambrosia. I did neglect to mention that I did go in and put in a pair. I did go in and put in a pair of false lashes, and these are the Easy Shine 747M. So I put on false lashes and I did eyeliner. I used the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Gel Liner. And I need to do one more thing to give it a little more dragon finish, and that is to adjust the shape of my nostrils. So I'm going to do that with liquid liner. So everybody, this is the final look. This is my version of a dragon mask, and it's still very pretty for you to wear during the carnival. So let me get up close. Close you can see the dragon scales a lot better, and you can see the dark eyes with the swoop, the dragon scales, which is really just clear eyelash glue and dark and light colors for dimension. I have adjusted the shape of my nostrils, and my lips are red with a dark outer lining. And that's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed it. It's very simple, very easy to do, and it's really very wearable and pretty, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all next time. Oh god.